Welcome back to Hell Creek. Saurolophus, Atrociraptor, Saurolophus, Atrociraptor, Saurolophus. Do I want to do this set? Maybe we kick you out and we put in you. Yes. Okay, it looks like a whole bunch of people are going to need to take an angry break, but we'll let them do that. I did say before, I was interested in hiring another logistics specialist. Do we want to look for one? Why not? Welfare. Expensive, though. Cheaper expeditions? Not great skills. I think we'll keep what we got. I think it's fine. So, Saurolophus finishes up the... Saurolophus and Atrociraptor, rather, finish up the Horseshoe Canyon population. So after we get those out, we can start to think about doing some other stuff. I think what we'll do then is probably Velociraptor, so that we can get Dakotaraptor, and then we'll do a Dakotaraptor Troodon Island. It'll be the dubious what's the word I'm looking for? The dubious species island. It'll be the things that are maybe in Hell Creek if they're even real. Troodon, Dakotaraptor. I don't know why I'm paused. And then after that, we can also maybe start working on like Ket's Island, which would go somewhere down south. And then that should be getting us kind of close to the end, right? What are we at here for variety? 12:30. Oh yeah, I did 30, even though it's not going to be 30 animals in the park. We could also think about starting to release lagoon animals. So that's the other thing. Although, like, the more we build this, the less concerned I am about the lagoon animals, but I still kind of want them, because, like, you can't have these, the Western Interior Seaway without some animals in it, you know? So we'll definitely do that, but... I guess we'll have to put, like, fish feeders on the sides of all the islands and stuff. It'll be a little weird. Can we... If we put fish feeders... Wait, how do... Okay, wait. If we have a hatchery and an interior island, a lagoon hatchery, we assign the Jeep to that. The Jeep goes to the hatchery to refill the fish feeders. So if we have, say, for example, a lagoon hatchery here and a fish feeder here, will this fish feeder get refilled by this? We could do a Hell Creek Carnivore Island, but I was thinking kind of like one additional Hell Creek Island on each side, right? So like Rex Island, Dakotaraptor Troodon Island, and then I don't know where I'm going to put Anzu. Could I put Anzu in this pen? I don't even know. We'll have to think about what to do with Anzu, actually. I kind of forgot about that in our planning, actually. Yeah, we need to do something with Anzu. I don't know what to do with them. Maybe... Okay, so I don't remember how... The Gigantoraptor can kill shit. Anzu's based on Gigantoraptor. Do we think if I put Anzu in with a Pachycephalosaurus, it'll actually try to kill him? I wonder. I might be okay trying that. Likes Dakotaraptor. No dislikes. Like, I don't know. I think we'll try it. I think just chucking some Anzu in with the Pachycephalosaurus works for me. Oh, and of course we also need Anki at some point. Is Anki like 4 stars? Anzu likes the Dakotaraptor. Yeah, we could check that too. I mean, it does. But I just don't trust that because it's kind of weird. I mean, if they do cohab safely, then that's pretty good. Anki was what I was checking here. Anki. I know Anki's like buried super deep, obviously, but 3.5 stars. Okay. I'm just going to remember if it was like 4. Let's look at Dakota. Dakota. Likes Tyranno Ornitho. So this doesn't specifically call out liking Anzu. Giganoraptor likes stomping Pachycephalosaurs. Okay. But I wonder if that'll apply to the Anzu, because the Anzu is much smaller. Oh, also, where did Admonosaurus regalis go? I forgot. Where else are we supposed to have Admonosaurus? I don't remember. Well, that's another problem for later. For now, fossils. Fossils and research and expeditions. So, yes. Saurolophus. And then fill up with Atrociraptor. Leave no room for dessert. I'll have to double check which dig site Regalis is known from. Admonosaurus regalis, that is. Okay, yeah, and now we're on break because everybody's busy. Alright, the crested Admonosaurus regalis also goes in Horseshoe Canyon. So, we did the crestless Anectens for Hell Creek, the proper middle island. So this time we switch to you with Rana. Amazon Rana is the color palette I have picked out. Humble. Oh, these were made defensive for probably contract or something? I don't remember. So I have triple Hadrosaurs here in Horseshoe Canyon. Next batch of fossils, we have just Atrociraptors. Oops. All right, process those. Yeah, let's go back again. Right, because we weren't running a dig before because we had everybody resting. So yes, that's why that is there. Aviary research can get knocked out here then too, and then we have a nice another perfect set of tasks where everybody is busy. Although these eggs will be back, or eggs will be ready pretty quickly, so we'll have to wait for the aviary to finish to hatch, but that's okay. I don't remember. Is the Nectins the big Admonosaurus? Like, Regalis is smaller, I think, right? Because the Nectins used to be a Nanotitan. Social Humble, Social Humble, Social Humble. So I'm not going to hatch the Tolerant one. We only hatch these 4. No male-female variation on the Admonosauruses, because, frankly, the Admonosaurus patterns are really good. The colors are good. But it's really hard to find multiple combinations that look good within, like, one color. It tends to be, like Admonosaurus feels like a bad animal to just mix and match completely randomly, basically. It feels good to do specific skin combos, if that makes sense. So for Atrociraptor, here's what we're looking at, right? Paleo variant. Extra variant 1, the reddish color, and then 2 male and female different patterns for it. Obviously, we need to finish the genome. We're not breeding these anytime soon. We'll be doing Saurolophus first, even, probably. But, I just thought we'd take a little quick peek, you know? Minpop2 likes Indoraptor. Does it now? Doesn't really tell you the actual exhibit size. Area need, low. Okay, area need low. Hold on. If I switch this back to big Atrociraptor. Area need low. Okay, so maybe it's the same thing. Might not be modded to be different stats for the Paleo version. This should be small. This should be IRL Atrociraptor size. This mod actually has two variations of it, where there's the paleo accurate size version, and then there's the film size, but paleo accurate model version. If you want big but feathery Atrociraptor. Now who's dying? It is you again. Okay, I feel like this one is stuck in like the same spot as it was before, or the last one was. I'm a little suspicious of this spot. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the hill does them no favors or something. I'm not really sure. Maybe there's like a bugged plant like there that they can't properly reach for some reason. Let's move them up here. And then maybe we do a little, I don't know, a little mucking about in the terrain, and we see if it changes things. Oh, maybe the tree was a problem? Because I did put a little tree here. I don't know. And Monosaurus eggs, yes, 4 of these. But you are mad, so you will not do that currently. We'll do these guys. Will this one be a best to keep? Yeah, that's that remains to be seen. For sure. I don't have any nice 2s to sneak in there. Maybe we sneak in a 5. Perfect. Actually need to do that 5 anyway. Alright. And Monosaurus eggs in 2 minutes is the Hypacro. Okay, he's starving, but he's moving. He's grooving. Can he eat? He can eat! He's eating! He did it. Okay. Initial contracts. Yes, please. Contract me. Roommates. Build an aviary ticket sales. I think we'll just take ticket sales and see what happens or not.
Interested in knowledge than the creature comforts that come with wealth. But there is no
because we are making animals right now. Atrociraptors come in, like, we might be able to complete this. I don't know about the bonus, but maybe the rest of it. Alright, and Monosaurs. Yeah, so this is the, I guess, the brighter green than the Rana had, maybe? Unless I put them on the Rana. I don't remember. Well, welcome to the squad in Monosaurus. Did I? Is that what that was? Intentionally? Because I didn't think these were Rana. Oh no, they are Rana. I did pick Rana. Okay, never mind. Yes, I did go with Rana. Intended. Fiber, open space, and water. So this is already fiber, so they should be fine. Social 4. So I would like more. I'm going to wait, though. We'll just leave them. Roommates will probably ask for scavenger. Well, we ain't put any of those in anyway, so we ain't doing roommates. Ain't doing no goddamn roommates. Yeah, Atrociraptor completed. Let's get it. Let's pull the trigger. Then let's keep digging up the rest of the Saurolophus over in Asia. And then with the rest of the crew, do I do anything? I don't think so. I don't think I really have any tasks for these guys. It's the Theropods now require 12? Yeah. So this is only so that we can do in between, like, breeding things. But Alamo's 4 stars, so we're not in a rush. I guess I could look at aquatics, unlocking those two. I kind of hate the little extension here from the hatchery, but it's not the worst. I mean, I could, like, push the water back more and, like, try and do something that way. I think we'll leave it alone. I think it's I can stomach it. It's fine. The whole thing is, like, fairly artificial, so it bothers me less when there's, like, sharper edges when it's kind of artificial anyway. Alright, Atrociraptor. We'll do these Atrociraptors now. So let's finish setting up the genome. $75. We'll do the generalist. Yeah, because then we have Limb to do fossils if this expedition comes in quick enough. So the battle plan here is to put the exhibit over here. Honestly, the exhibit is mostly in view just by virtue of the hotel. If I put another hotel down here, the exhibit's just in view. So maybe we just try this. We just straight up extend the fence up and around. And we just put it, like, right next to the... Ooh, I thought the game crashed there for a second. There was, like, a weird leg spike. We just extend the fence along the direct front of the path. And then we got a fun little, like... Look directly at the Atrociraptors. Yeah, how many aquatics is going to be interesting? I might skip the Mosasaur. I'm probably skipping the Mosasaur. Because I just don't want to deal with having a second lagoon. I like the singular big lagoon. And we can cohab Styx and Archelon together. So I think we just do that. Oh, I need a gate. Oh, we can do the gate like this. Just second gate. It's a little awkward that they have to double back to get into the Atrocity exhibit, but I don't mind. Are we out of power on this island? Are we actually out of power on this freaking island? That's crazy. But yeah, Archelon and Styx, like, we could just... The whole part could be finished with just Archelon and Styx. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do with those. I haven't really decided. Okay, yeah, this is capped. Oh, let's pivot over and do increased output real quick. Boom. Surprised this is the island that ran out of power. I guess the fences are heavier. Or do I have double power generator here? No, I just have the one. This island only consumes 62 power, or 36 power. Why does this island... It's got to be mostly the fences? Goddamn feeders. All three can live together. Really? I thought there was... I thought Mosa didn't work with that. Okay, if they can all live together, then yeah. Okay. Is this the same one? Is it the same one that keeps glitching? You're now called Sticky. That was incredible. Okay, I'm a little concerned that this has happened like 3 or 4 times now, because it's kind of annoying. And it's always been the Hypacrosaurus. So I wonder what the issue is exactly there. Aggressive social humble. Aggressive social humble, aggressive intall, aggressive humble. How about 3? Aggressive social humble alpha. Extra pattern 4. Extra pattern, blank pattern, blank pattern. Okay, so there'll be a female dominated pack with one male here in the back. If Sticky, if it's like one particular one that keeps getting stuck, then I like that he slid down the hill like a sack of shit. That was really funny. Multiples are getting frozen? Okay. Maybe it's a Hypacrosaurus thing. Maybe it's the hillside just doesn't interact favorably here.
Asset transportation in progress.
We'll, I don't know. We'll see what happens with them long term, I guess.
Been delivered.
So far, it's been, like, also pretty consistently this spot. And it's always been, like, on the land. So it would seem to be, like, maybe a feeding thing. We could do an Atrociraptor squad. I mean, so far I just picked the 3, but that doesn't mean we have to stay committed to only 3. Hey, hold on, let's cancel this for a second. Let's get the rest of the stuff in here real quick. And one of these. And the research is done too, so let's get the power turned on properly. Increased output. Alright, Atrociraptors. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Saurolophus fossils. Did we find any? Yep. Uh-huh. You betcha. 62 and 11. Okay, but we're still missing a bunch. Alright, let's go back out with you. 7, 8, 9, 10 genetics. I'm debating if I wanted my geneticist to do anything else, but I think it's fine. Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's see how these atrocities fit in. Hopefully this exhibit works, because I kind of like this, like, strip. Something about having the paths right next to the fences makes it feel zoo-like in a way that doesn't function in game, but feels correct. Although this corner is a little jank, but what you gonna do? Okay, forest open space. So they do want trees. So let's give them some trees. So we'll just start slapping some of the various pines and redwoods and stuff in here. We could try to, like, do some more of a, like, a vibe with the trees and have it not be so random. Like, do, like, little stands of trees and stuff, maybe. I don't know. This is why I just use the brushes, usually. Me trying to, like, decide how the trees should go is a little too complicated for my tastes. Alright, missing open forest, missing space, missing area, but we don't have this part down here. The alpha is also the wrong alpha, so I can reasonably believe this will work out okay. They're very close to working anyway. So maybe we do just end up with 3 Atrociraptors. We'll take a closer look at these guys in a hot second. Just need to get a few more trees in here. Alright, there's the modded Atrociraptor. I really do enjoy the patterning and colors on this one as well. The Dromaeosaurus is also very nice looking. That should be our female design. Yeah, these should be both females. And then this one should be the male with the extra like striping on the muzzle. Some very nice red stripes on his snout. These are from Liv's Paleo Overhaul. So the Liv's Paleo Overhaul mod series has a bunch of like paleo accurate mods that are pretty good. The Struthies are from that too. Oh, dominance fight. Four is panicking, so I think they lost, right? Yeah, 6 is the alpha. Okay, so still showing not quite enough area. But close enough, I don't think it matters. Every tree had to be decorative. That damn, that's rabies on a Hypacrosaurus of all things. Any glitched Hypacrosauruses here? Are you glitched? He looks glitched to me. Why have you done this, Hypacrosaurus? Okay, I'm really starting to feel that it is part of the problem with like this area for some reason. I don't know that the terrain is going to affect that in any way, though. I mean, I could just... Let's just do this. If they keep coming over here and getting stuck in this particular area, let's just not give them any plants to eat on this side of the water. And then maybe this sorts itself out. Maybe they'll probably just get stuck somewhere else, but like, maybe? All right, so yes, more decorative trees for the Atrociraptors. And then we're just digging up Saurolophus, so let's see what we got for the next batch. The answer is literally nothing. Complete with. Little worried I'm gonna like dig up this whole dig site and not finish Saurolophus based on the Hypacrosaurus situation. I did that was like a rule set I had for JWE1 biome-based enclosures, where I had like rules for like how you would define a biome in an enclosure based on like the type of trees used and like decorative objects that we place in the enclosures. And then it restricted like which skins you would be allowed to use on an animal because they had to like match the biome. It's kind of a fun way to build a park in the first game because the first game didn't give you much to go off of, obviously. So you kind of had to make your own fun a lot of the time. Yeah, we just gotta go back, dig up more. Oh, research to unlock. Intriguing, yes. So, Saurolophus also mysteriously incomplete. It goes... It would make some sense that if one is bugged, they'd both be bugged because they're from the same mod author. But I'm surprised to see it. Could start an Anzu. Let's start on Dakotaraptor. Let's do Velociraptor to unlock Dakotaraptor, and then Dakotaraptor. So we only just need like enough Velociraptor to breed one, I think it said. Well, I don't know if I want to send... Let's wait. Let's wait and do it in a second. Do we have enough genetics to do a research project then? 7, 8, 9, 10 with a point. No, because you're on extraction. Alright, maybe then I do... You know what? Let's breed, maybe the other Pachyrhinos? So we got all blanks, so we're going to make these specifically Pelophylax. Sure. Okay. Alright, we got a storm coming in. We'll rest our staff up here, get these geneticists all tired out. Or not. Untired. Untired. Ready to do stuff. We'll get our Pachyrhinos going as the storm begins. Unfit, aggressive, unfit, short-lived, docile. Yeah, we can go with 9 Pachyrhinos. That seems fine. Why not? Alright. Where's the damage at? Okay, we lost a viewing gallery here. Dinosaur threat means a gate has gone down. This is accurate. But he's already driving to the gate. Perfection. Also, it's a small gate, so I don't even know if they could escape. I mean, maybe because the Pachyrhinos were flagged as being dangerous, that meant they could escape. Might be. The Atrociraptors have enough trees now, by the way. They're good to go. 99% shelter coverage. Really? You really need, like, shelter here? I'm not going to do that. No. Okay. 2 minutes on these guys, but we can do an expedition real quick. Tropical dry forest with Dracorex and Crichton with no decorative trees. Temperate, deciduous. Subtropical wetland. Yeah, those make sense. We got the right vibe. Of course, it's got to be Dinocaris in a wetland. You couldn't do it any other way. You're literally nobody's allowed to do it any other way. He belongs in a swamp. We all know it. Nobody denies it. Dinocaris in swamps, peanut butter and jelly. Okay, Hypacro check. Are they any of them stuck? He's walking. He's walking. He's walking and rabid. Sticky's walking. Hypacro 3's walking. None of them are stuck! Incredible work! Okay, so I think it was probably related to the feeder animation, or the feeding animation for whatever reason. There's our males with the blue and yellow krill ornamentation. I think this is a really nice set of colors. I like the green into the yellow into the blue. I think that's really cool. Underappreciated animal in the game. Also, the subtle striping on the body does a lot of work for it. I believe that's part of the pattern, right? These ones are not stripy? Yeah, correct. Yeah. Alright, 9, and they're still, like, very happy, so that's great. We might as well do Saurolophus, since we don't know where the other fossils live, if they live anywhere at all. Stegosaurus representation, I can appreciate that. Get that guy in more parks. Alright, 50-50 is all we can do here. 11 genetics. So we need... Yeah, because you're doubled up on an expedition because I just used whoever I had. So let's wait for this one to come in. Also, can we replace this? Yeah. I could keep it, but, like, who cares? Yeah, just give me amenities. I mean, we've been pretty constantly around 9 mil, so...
That it requires planning and thought.
We're not exactly
I've always loved seeing
suffering.
things become something from nothing.
Ratings
That's
check
what
time
first
too,
attracted
maybe?
me to InGen.
Should check configs again, it looks like. Restroom and shelter are slightly down, but it's, like, negligible.
Taking care of these animals is not just
Concavinator
about the
Oasis
dinosaurs.
is a
It's
good
about how we
vibe. I can
evolve
appreciate
ourselves
that.
now that they're back. Truth is, we're constantly learning about them.
Okay,
And
let's get
about
the
us.
Saurolophus
That objective you
going
just
first.
completed adds to our understanding.
7-5.
That can only be a good thing. Thank you.
Sorry, were you talking, Claire? I wasn't listening to you. If I do that, it's 50... Wait, 48%. No, so we definitely want to push the extra one in there over doing the optimization. Let's just wait for the synth before we process these. 2 minutes on Saurolophus. Saurolophus/Saurolophus. I'm just gonna always say both, and you can't stop me. Maybe there's a second Asian dig site. Maybe we should double check. I got too many like modded animals in that I'm not using. Take up a bunch of space. Could that be it? A mod conflict? Like some other modded animal overriding one of the dig sites? I wonder. Like, I wouldn't think so. Like, where would it be? Like, Baneshire? But that's like a modded dig site, so it probably wouldn't be there. Unless there's, like, overlapping dig sites, because that could be a thing. I think that's come up before, right? Where dig sites were too close and they overlapped. Wasn't that actually, like, in the game? At, like, release of one of the DLCs or something, the dig site was, like, overlapped? I feel like that was a thing. I don't know. Well, anyway, we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so for Saurolophus, social fit, social tolerant, social humble, aggressive. Interesting. Weird stuff going on here with the genes. Only 3 that we want, so let's do a second clutch. Sorry, did I set the skins up the right way? Yes, I did. Second clutch right away. We could hatch the first clutch. I don't know why they're aggressive. I like it. I like aggressive Hadrosaurs conceptually, so. Yeah, so these guys are pretty rough. We do have a social humble fit alpha. We don't hatch tolerance. We can hatch this one. So we got 5 between the two. Not the greatest. A little rough. 6 minutes to hatch too. What are these guys? I didn't even see what these guys were worth. Let's pop over to another one of these and check. 245 appeal. So these Saurolophus, yes, Saurolophus, whatever. These Saurolophus are even higher than the Hypacrosaurs in terms of value. I can appreciate the high-valued Hadrosaurs, though. And it is in keeping with the other one there. We should also look into our raptor situation. Wait. Did I never do the fossils because I did the synth? Is that what it was? Yes, correct. Alright. Get that. That leaves me with you and you. So, expedition for, I guess, Anzu while we're doing the raptor thing. Sure. Okay. Alright, we started our single Velociraptor to unlock the Dakota Raptor research. We're just gonna incubate it and I guess feed it to the Albertosaurus, maybe? Because I don't know what else I would do with it. Alright, Anzu. Get those going. Yeah, we might as well just keep digging up Anzu. Like, we'll have it done by the time the Raptors are done and Dakota Raptors unlocked. Then the great Anzu experiment can begin, but that'll probably be a thing for next episode. We're definitely not gonna get it out this time. Okay, regular ass Velociraptor, 5 welfare. The Saurolophus batch is nearly done. So let's... Well, we need the other batch, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna hatch these. We'll try to get the raptor out today too, but like the Saurolophus is the priority. Okay, a bunch more Anzu fossils. Looks like we should have plenty. We'll season with a little Velociraptor left over from the trip to Mongolia. Yeah, that's fine. Then... Okay, Hell Creek is done now again. Do we think it's possible that, like, it would be unlabeled in a dig site? Like in Dinosaur Park Formation C or something weird? I don't think so. I think if it's added to a dig site, it should show up. I don't think there's any way for it to not be in-game. Like, not, like, be in-game, but not show up on the tooltip is what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's not a thing. I could do Kets. Sure, why not? Kets is actually not that bad to dig up, so we might as well just dig it up. Alright, I guess we'll let both of these get done, or mostly done, before we release the Saurolophus. So yeah. Contract time? Contract time. Do I have anywhere in my park I can fit a tour? I'm not sure I can fit a tour anywhere. Might as well take it, though.
Guest comfort must be
Like, I can try.
What good is a park full of wonders if no one wants to visit?
Oh, I don't even have, like, tours research, do I? No. Might as well do it because it's cheap, but like maybe we could fit one here. Maybe like the tour thing itself is pretty small, so it just has to be able to make the loop. And if you have a little space to the sides, you could kind of thread the needle a little bit better. Maybe we'll try it. Maybe now. Maybe we try it now. 2 and 2. Nope. 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 We gotta let the expedition finish. Alright, these are close enough to be done. We can put them out. Welcome to Jurassic Park, Saurolophus. There he is. He's got a very pointy face, this one. Don't know if that's reflective of the real fossil animal. Like, Saurolophus is not a dinosaur I've thought about much. I won't lie. So I don't know if, like, the triangularness of the skull is actually accurate or not. Same with, like, the little upturn on the little crest. Like, I have no idea. I cannot comment on it. I have no idea what a Saurolophus actually looks like. Beyond the little thumb sticking out of the top of the head. So these guys, most of the color is baked into the base color. The pattern is actually that little splash under the eye here. So the male, conceptually this is the male. He's got the little green, which actually goes into the, oh no, it's in the eye socket. I was thinking all of this was the eye with the pupil, but no. This is the eye socket, and the actual eye is that part. But yes, the green is conceptually a little splash of color denoting the display of the male, and you are... Yeah, see, this like really looks like that's the full eye, but it's actually... The eyeball is that nice little brown eye. That's kind of funny. They have like a fake eye almost. I wonder if that's actually like the design intent with the wrinkle. To make it look like the eyes look bigger as like a fake, like an eye spot. That's actually the eye. Interesting. Weird. Alright, well, are the other ones ready to go? Yes, they are. Hey, Tanya dear, welcome to the stream. Yep, gross little flesh mittens. They should have proper hooves. Although I don't know with the, it's up for debate, right? How many Hadrosaurs actually have the Admontosaurus hoof on the front limb? At least I think so. Yeah, the eye thing is like giving me Belly Bolt from Pokemon vibes, with the fact that the actual eye is only the center part of what looks like the eye when you're like this far away. Huh. I'm doing well. I'm good. How are you? I do like the white and black striped, like the zebra vibe here a little bit. Not quite zebra because it's not as stripy as a zebra, but you know what I mean. All right, we'll have to see when they've properly expand. Oh yeah, no, they'll be good. They're already basically good. Just a few more trees. So this exhibit came together pretty well. This fossil expedition's still ongoing. We should be able to get that raptor. Clear that guy out of the hatchery. Get the Dakota Raptor unlocked. I'm just gonna do it, honestly, because we're coming up on the end here. I want to get this guy out today. You got this free on Epic. Nice. This is this particular park build here is pretty heavily modded. Like this animal's modded, so not necessarily reflective of the experience you'll have with the game as it stands at release, but it's a pretty good game for modding. There's a decent community. So if you're into modding games, I recommend looking into that stuff. Wait, was he hovering? I didn't even notice. I mean, everything is weird on the hills, so I'm willing to, like... Oh, was it on the release he hovered? Because some of the size stuff does get weird with the release animations. Yeah, JWE2 as it stands now, they've added a good variety of stuff to the game. There's a lot more there than there used to be. It's pretty nice. Yeah, most of the modding's on Nexus mods, so if you get into that, that's where to look. How's our raptor coming along? Almost done. Alright, so this guy, we're just going to airlift him right over to the Alberto pen and then sedate him, and if they eat him, they eat him.
Heading to collect the asset.
It's not important. We have pissed off our welfare specialist, so he needs to go on a break. Send you on a break. And then we needed tours. Tours before I forget. Tour rides. Then do I have anybody left for the Ketz fossils? Everything's a 4. Why is everything a 4? Do I want to do... Yeah, that's fine. He can do it by himself. Yeah, the different biomes on the different map types is really fun. I like the different vibes it adds. This is the Malta DLC biome, so this is like Mediterranean environment.
Transportation underway.
Yeah, no pro sauropods in JWE2, unfortunately, but there are mods that aren't half bad. Hadrosaurus mod, and then there's a second one, I think, that's got some other prosauropod in it. Like, maybe Lufangosaurus or something like that? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the raptor. Actually not on the ground yet. What skin did it even default to? I don't even know. Death Valley Rana. Okay. He dies because he's a base skin, and they always look bad. So, tour for the contracts.
Real connections with them. Other than Claire, raptors are the most intelligent partners I've ever had.
Let's try gyro. It's kind of might be the smaller option. It might fit better.
That's a joke.
Obstructed by the path. Meh. Actually, yeah, it looks like we can just do a normal loop. We don't have to get cheeky with it.
sincere felicitations on your latest accomplishment.
Yeah, it could teach you a little bit about dinosaurs. Not much, but maybe a tiny bit. It's got some inaccuracies in it too. As far as it being like a sim game, it's not the deepest out of like park builders. So depending on what you're used to for park builders, it might be a little underwhelming after you've spent some time with it. I mean, definitely for me, like the big appeal with it personally is that it's a JP game. Like I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. I like these kind of like sim games, but I wouldn't really play them if they weren't like dinosaur themed, right? I just like the idea of building a dinosaur park because I like Jurassic Park so much. I highly recommend at least watching the original film. The original 1993 film is very, very good. Even if you don't like dinosaurs, it's just a good film. All right, Dakota Raptor research, and then we can probably wrap it up. That's the last missing piece. No, he's a modded animal, so he's on the modded species tab. He's an automatic, actually. So he just exists now. So Dakota Raptor presumably is in Hell Creek. Yes. The Anzu dig site again. Well, we've cleared everything else out at least, so there's that. I'm going to just rest this guy. We'll worry about this next time, I think. So he goes there. Okay. Could process fossils, but with both Genesis on deck, I feel like we want to push the Sauropods. So let's do Diplobrachy research as a stepping stone on the way to Alamo. It can teach you Tyrannosaurus is a horrendous creature to have in a zoo. Yeah, it's funny how the game accurately depicts that, but in a different way, where it just is grotesquely inefficient financially to even do it. Not dangerous, just a bad idea in terms of money. And we got rid of the raptor. He didn't eat them, or they didn't eat him. So they're actually just safely sold to the dog food factory, I guess. Okay, yeah, so then I think we're good. I think we're done. I think that'll be the end of this episode. Until next time.